We have Solicits for November to talk about. I don't know if there's anything juicy in here. We'll find out as we go through. I've not looked at them at all. But we're starting strong with the November Solicits because we're starting with Legion of Superheroes issue 3 by Joshua Williamson. No thank you. What else you want from me?
I just love the no thank you. It's so formal.
Okay, I'll reference a Marvel thing. Just imagine old Cap saying, "No, I don't think I will."
Yep.
That's how I feel on the matter. Yeah, and anyway, and so then we got Jonah Hex and the Shadow of Death issue 2, the Michael Walsh book, which was announced, of course, last month. The Demon issue 2, which of course was also announced last month. This is James Harron. So obviously we did have a few new things because of the con and stuff last month that was announced. So I expect we'll see a few things like that popping up. Teen Titans issue 3, the Kyle Higgins book that's coming up with the weird team that's not lighting the fire under me by any stretch, but we'll see.
No, but in this, there's a curious thing in the Solicits, and it says Eugene Choi, who is a member of the Shazam family, makes an appearance. So that's curious.
That's a little interesting, pulling him in. Then we got Doom Patrol issue 3, which again, really curious to see how that turns out. Not familiar with the creative team on this one, which is Darcy Van Polgeest and Nico Henriken. But I hope it turns out to be good because I would like a good Doom Patrol book. Doom Patrol is one of those things that I didn't really have any attachment to when we started the show, but between reading a little bit of Morrison's run, the TV show, that one, it was only like, a 7-issue book we got, Unstoppable. Wasn't Unstoppable Doom Patrol, what was it called?
I don't remember, but it was good. It was a fun read.
There was an adjective, I'm sure there was an adjective in front of it, but regardless, that is Doom Patrol issue 3. Then we got the Fury of Firestorm issue 8, the penultimate issue. So we're building up to the ending. That got extended from 6 to 9. So curious to see how he's using those last 3 issues to give a bigger send off and maybe more of an epilogue. Then we got a Dead Man issue 6, which continues on. Looks just as quirky as it always does. Then we got Barbara Gordon Breakout issue 7. This is apparently teasing a trial, and Two-Face is on the cover, so that should be a fun time.
That cover, who is that? Oh, it's a Fornes. That's why. I was like, yo, that cover, that is a work of art. Which artist? Because it's vaguely Michael Lark. And I'm like, no, I've just been reading Gotham Central again. But no, it's Fornes, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I wonder, because I guess part of me thought when they announced Barbara Gordon Breakout, it was maybe just a 6-issue mini, but here's issue 7, so is it planned for 12? Is it technically just an ongoing, because it's got however much story to tell? But it doesn't, it feels like something with a finite story. It feels like something that would has going to have an ending.
It's going to have to end when she breaks out.
Precisely. Precisely. So I'm just wondering how long they've got their plan for. Maybe there's a specific point that they've planned for because it's going to tie back into what Batman's doing or something, sometime early next year or whatever.
But it's curious that Two-Face is there, and on this cover it's got Two-Face holding up the scales of justice with Babs on one side and Di on the other. And we all know that Di is supposed to be Two-Face's daughter. Not Harvey's, but Two-Face's. So very curious to have them on here.
Yes.
But yeah, I will be buying that. Even if I don't get that book normally physically, I will be buying it for that cover. Because I love Fornes.
Yes. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as a two-sided die to go with the whole Two-Face thing.
That's called a coin.
That's a coin, yes. Which Two-Face does have. He famously has a coin, so I guess that makes sense. The four-sided die, I think, still is the lowest you can go. I don't know if...
And then even then, right? It's not just 4 sides. It's just 4 things on the side. If I know my die. Well,
it's 4, but but the points that are kind of, the side that's up that decides the number are the points that stick up because it's like a little pyramid, right? So
it's 2 pyramids put together.
No, it's 1 pyramid.
Is it just 1 pyramid?
No, you're thinking of a D8. You're thinking of.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I've actually got some D&D die over there. I can go get them and we can examine them if you like. Anyway, that's Barbara Gordon Breakout. We got Zatanna issue 8, which I think you've dropped as well now.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with right now with everything else. So
Eh,
yeah.
I'm not heartbroken about it. Batwoman issue 9 is next. So that's cool. Leonardo Fernandez on the art on this one. That should be interesting.
It'll look great.
Especially since I've not been feeling the Danny art. Not that Danny was on this week's issue, as we'll talk about later. And I noticed that quite quickly. I was like, wait, this is someone different. This is not the Danny art. So
I didn't realize that Fernandez was the artist on the Old Guard. So that's cool, teaming back up with Becca.
Yeah. I never read The Old Guard. I did see the movie Netflix put out, and it was boring as shit. But I assume the book was better.
I read a single issue, and it wasn't for me.
Really? Okay.
Of The Old Guard, yeah.
Fair enough. Deathstroke, the Terminator, issue 9 is ticking along. We got Lobo issue 9 also ticking along, but we will be avoiding that. Thank you very much. And then we got Absolute Batman Beyond Arkham issue 1. Is we doing a one shot here? Yeah, it's a special, yeah. So yeah, Scott Snyder and Frank Thierry dive into the disturbing origin of Professor Pig and the Joker's worldwide arcs. Interesting. Absolute Professor Pig. I'm very curious. I mean, we see him on the cover there. He's still got a pig mask on, but he's wearing a pretty dapper suit and a red tie. Otherwise,
dapper suit, a leather-looking mask, and he's holding a hacksaw. Very sinister.
Yes. Well, consider me interested. Also, that is we got Francavilla cover here as well, so that's also worth drawing attention to. It's always nice to get Francavilla art of any kind. Then we got Absolute Wonder Woman issue 26. So I mean, not much to say really. Obviously, the book's great, and we're looking forward to more. Absolute Superman issue 25. The finale of the current arc, seemingly, with this one. So
two artists. We got Faraya and Gia Domenico.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, Faraya's been on that book a few times now, so he feels like the regular artist, and we'll see what Gia Domenico ends up doing. Then we got Absolute Catwoman issue 5. That's continuing on, and that'll be drawing near a conclusion, because I think that's just a 6-issue mini, if I recall correctly. Then we got Absolute Flash issue 21, teasing some Ray Palmer shenanigans. So we'll see how that goes. No cover on that yet. Same as well for Absolute Green Lantern 20, which is next up. So we'll see. Interestingly, though, this actually says in the solicit text that this is Joe and the others returning from space. So I'm actually quite excited about that, just to get away from the space stuff for a bit. But yeah, that's coming in November. Some of the variants are there, interestingly, actually, for Absolute Green Lantern, just not the main cover. So I think that's what you will. Oh, there is a new thing. Gangs of Gotham issue 1. Christopher Cantwell with Mike Henderson on the art. Interesting. This is the aftermath of Batman Bad Seeds. Anarchy rules. Anarchy has been given an ultimatum by the Taurus. Unify the 100 low-level street gangs not currently under the Taurus control or die. So it's an anarchy gang related Gotham book.
Well, Cantwell is doing Green Arrow that we're reading, right? Is that Condon?
That's Condon, yeah. That just sounds wrong. Yeah, no, it's not Cantwell.
Which one's Cantwell? Because I feel like I know that name, but I don't know if I've read too much.
I definitely know his name. I don't know if... I feel like I'd remember him better if I was enthusiastic about the things that I've read that he's done.
Yes.
Would be my guess. Because I do recognize his name. He pops up occasionally, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna reserve my opinions on this one until I remember what Cantwell wrote.
Well, I mean, aside from the creators, though, like, I mean, does the concept of an anarchy? I mean, I like
street level Gotham.
Sure, I do like that it's tying into kind of like who's in charge of the criminal underworld in the Bat book right now. Like, it's kind of like extending that out a little bit. But it just kind of depends on the quality, though, if it feels like it's worth reading, to be honest.
So Cantwell did that Plastic Man No More book that we read.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's not. Not
See how
bad.
it goes.
Okay.
Anarchy, not a fan of though. Anarchy's a weird character. I've never read a story where I came away being like, I don't mind this Anarchy guy. Like, he's just kind of there.
I don't know. I mean, I guess saying you're not a fan of is actually a very neutral thing if you take it literally, but I feel like there's a negative tinge to it when you say that. I don't think I feel negative towards Anarchy. I just don't really feel much of anything towards Anarchy. So, I don't know, we'll see. Next up, we got Batman issue 15. So, back to Fractions run proper after all the Bad Seed stuff. We have Batman 2026 Annual issue 1. Which is Matt Fraction writing, but it has Brian Ching and Jesse Lonogram on the art. So it is related. I don't think it's the next chapter in the story per se, but it is dealing with the Taurus and that kind of stuff. So it is tying into the main story. So it seems like it'll be a worthwhile, if not essential, part of the run. So, which is cool. I appreciate when Annual feels like that. Batgirl issue 25 with a slightly bigger oversized issue to celebrate the milestone, which is cool.
So it says they're bringing back the original artist that co-created Cass for a backup, Damian Scott.
Nice.
I think that's really cool. I like that.
That's nice. It's got a really cool cover as well, actually. Here. So yeah, I am very pleased that book's hitting issue 25 because I think part of me thought it would be lucky to make it to 18. So the fact that we're getting 25 and they're not even saying it's the last one is nice. So hopefully that means it's doing well enough to continue on and get a chance to grow and whatnot. Then we got Catwoman issue 93. So that's ticking along. A nice cover on that, actually. Harley Quinn issue 68's there, and then we have Detective Comics 1115, which notably says Clark Kent Murderer begins. What? It's Detective Comics. What's Clark got to do with this?
Well, Tom Taylor is writing it. We all know he loves soups. But Clark Kent, how is he a murderer? He's an oaf. He can barely hold his coffee cup still. Like, Clark Kent manslaughterer, yes. But murderer? Oof.
I suspect he's been set up and Batman's going to be having to clear his name. I would assume that's going to be the plot. I mean, it even says it there, the one man that can clear his name, Batman. There we go, right, nailed it. Then we got Nightwing 144, which is, still paying off stuff we're doing currently in the run, which is really nice. Plot with the mayor and all that. And then we got Action Comics 1104. Lex Luthor Year 1 continues. I forgot we were doing that. Oh man, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Then we have Superman issue 44. What are you laughing at?
It's still Williamson, but it's Germanico, so I feel like you're going to be pulled in different directions.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was reading the Williamson Superman run anyway. I only paused because of the Superboy Prime bullshit. I always anticipated I'd be reading that again after the crossover anyway, but I mean, obviously the expectations are reserved, as all we'll say. Supergirl issue 19, which they're calling Supergirl No More. We're doing a gold kryptonite story apparently, so yeah, we'll see how that plays out. It looks like her little team's all wearing the S emblem though to try and make up for her absence. So we'll see.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Superman Unlimited issue 19. Tomorrow Man's on the cover with that glorious mask. I say that ironically. This is not like when I'm talking about Kyle Rayner's mask, and I genuinely mean it's a glorious mask because it is a glorious mask, and I love it. It's
like when I say Kyle's mask is glorious.
Yes, it's a lot more akin to that for sure.
Like the costume, I like the costume. I like that it makes a vaguely bat symbol.
It's very Nightwing.
Like I like that. The weird half cowl though. Although I don't like it.
I will say, was there ever much of a reason why it's a vaguely bat style symbol? No. Right? I guess maybe the argument is that Nightwing comes from a Nightwing or from a Superman Krypton lore thing. Maybe it's got something to do with that. But I don't recall there being much of a reason for it, other than just I don't know. It'll
No.
look good, I guess.
Dan Slott had an idea.
Yeah.
Didn't put it in exposition. So now we got this. We got the reason for the mask, and he's got to cover his face. But
It was a stupid
not
reason.
anymore.
But
Yeah. But like, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's good. I have no problem with Tomorrow Man in the story. I just don't like looking at that costume.
It's kind of weird that there's no version of the S emblem like sort of baked into it somehow. But hey, still, I mean, if that's the extent of my complaints, I mean, whatever. It's not a big deal.
And it's not even a T for Tomorrow Man. It's vaguely a W.
So that's what he's doing. He's the Trinity. So he's got the Superman colors. He's got like a bat-shaped logo, but it's kind of a W for Wonder Woman. There you go. He's honoring the whole Trinity is what he's doing.
Yep. But he can't call himself Trinity because that's Wonder Woman's daughter.
No, of course not. No.
Yes. So he's gonna be Tomorrow Man.
Trinity Man.
Yeah, Trinity Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trit Man. Tritty. Big old Tritty. There you go. That's his name.
Big old Tritties.
All right, next up, Emperor Aquaman issue 23. So that's going along. Yeah, it's funny when you quit a book like 2 or 3 issues in, and then all of a sudden it's issue 23, and you're like, whoa, where did that time go? It's
like,
weird.
I'm looking at the cover and be like, yo, what is the Sinestro Corps doing there? Cool.
That's a good question. It's a very good question. All right, Wonder Woman 39. Continuing King and Semper's run, as you would expect. Then we got Justice League Unlimited issue 25. So another Mark Waid book's going into the high-ish numbers. Congratulations to Mark Waid.
I feel like DC is just playing makeup to him for years of DDO's mistreatment.
Yeah, as long as they keep giving us the Batman and Robin year ones and the other interesting miniseries that he does, fine. You know what? Give him his World's Finest and his Unlimited that I don't think is that good, and I don't really want to read every month to his heart's content. But yeah. Green Lantern issue 41 next up. No cover on that one, aside from a variant, of course. But yeah. Although that said, the variant is well, it's not the best art in the world, but it's a nice couples cover with Kyle and what's her face?
Kyle and Jade.
Jade, thank you. Yes.
Yeah. But it's also got Godlewski on art, so the seems to be just sticking to the one artist there.
Hopefully, until things are running late and things change, which is possible. Green Lantern Corps issue 22. Same with that, no cover. Then we got
New Titans.
Wait a minute. Kyle Rayner's in both books. Was there a crossover happening? Maybe there is, I don't know. Anyway, New Titans is up next, like you say.
That's just a cover for the variant, but he's not listed in the Green Lantern. So maybe they shifted, right?
Oh, so
where Hal space stuff takes precedence in Green Lantern, and then in Core.
So he's only in Core now, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Okay, all right, fair enough. That's disappointing, given that I dropped Core, but we'll see. Then we got New Titans issue 41. So that's ticking along. The Flash issue 39. Which I've been enjoying that run. I'm happy to keep seeing that continue. Batman and Robin year 1, the Dynamic Duos issue 4. I'm done making fun of the title. I'm just happy it exists, so we'll look forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna add to it? It's a mouthful still, but we're just calling it year 1 part 2.
Clayface Celebrity Dirt issue 5. Penultimate issue.
Now that's a cover. That's a cover. Horrific.
Yeah, it's basically like Clayface is wearing a clear mask, but the human face that he had pretending to be human, like behind it, has started to melt. So it's behind the clear mask. It's a creepy visual, for sure. So interesting stuff. World's Finest issue 57. And again, like I was saying, Mark Waid's 2 apology books just keep going forever. Which, to be fair, they do tend to rank quite well in the Kindle rankings, so people are getting them. It's not like he's just getting to do it even with low sales.
Oh man, I might have to get caught up by this one because this has a premise that I'm quite interested in finding out. Uh, yeah, Roz and Ivy, but Roz has created his own horseman, which includes Ivy, Tokamak, I don't know who that is, Ocean Master, and Queen Bee. And so, like, what is going on? I am actually quite interested. Don't hold me to that though, because that could be a very busy week for all we know.
It still sounds like the same kind of messy toy box approach that that book had
Right.
before, so I'm not that enticed by it, if I'm honest.
But I'm interested in seeing him play with those toys.
DC's Naughty List. This is your yearly Christmas 80-page anthology book, which we will definitely not be doing. I mean, I remember the first couple of years we did make an effort to do these books, but there was always very little to say about them because it was mostly just these short stories that had almost nothing going on. So, but hey, if you want the 80-page Christmas special, it's out at the end of November.
And it seems to be all about the villains, right? So it says a rogues gallery about baddies, including Poison Ivy, Livewire, Catman, Mr. Freeze, and more. So that's why it's the Naughty List, which I like.
Sure. Superman the Stranger, issue 3. This is your Golden Age-esque Superman limited series that's coming out. Bizarro, your Nun, issue 4, so that's still coming. I guess that's been one of those ones that's been like an issue every 3 months or something like that, it feels like. Then we got Darkness of Steel 2, issue 5. So, yep, getting more of that. Supergirl Survive, issue 5. Enter Zod. Oh, well, at least that's expected, unlike a lot of the other things they've thrown in some of those issues so far.
True. That makes sense.
We got 100 Bullets, US of Anger, issue 5. So, right at the Vertigo section now. Black Tower, The Raven Conspiracy, issue 4. Ram V's book, which obviously is not... We'll be starting later this month, I assume, if that's issue 4 that's out in November. And then we have Bleeding Hearts, issue 10. And we have End of Life, issue 10. And after that, we have Facsimiles, which I'll just kind of skim past those. No need for that. But when we get down to the collected editions... Once I've done scrolling the facsimiles, here we go. Absolute Batman Deluxe Edition Volume 1 hardcover. Oh, this has got an interesting cover actually, because I can picture this, and I can picture the texture that it's going to have. That's there because it's the Absolute Batman logo in the middle, and then just like a sort of textured sort of grey black in the rest of it. And I can almost assume that Bat logo is going to be glossy, but the rest of it's going to have kind of a grainy,
like a pleather,
kind of texture. So I wonder if they're going to keep this consistent. I mean, maybe there'll be one underneath this that there isn't, but I'm wondering if they'll do like a Superman one. It'll be the same idea, just with like a maybe blue and like the Superman logo with the same texture or something. Same with Wonder Woman. I'll be curious, but either way, this I assume is just volumes 1 and 2 bundled together, like a lot of these deluxes tend to be in a slightly oversized format.
1 through 14. So the Zoo and Abomination.
Yeah, first 2 arcs. That tends to be how these work. Is they'll, this will be a bigger page, of course, about 400 or so pages. This will be a very premium feeling way to collect this stuff, and I expect at least the trinity of Absolute books plus Martian Manhunter, I think, will get this treatment for sure. So, that's neat. And Batman makes sense to be the first one to get it. So, it's tough to recommend waiting for these to read it this way for the first time. But if you happen to have not read it yet, this will be a nice way of doing it. So,
I was at the. I found a Barnes and Noble gift card in my wallet. I don't know how it got there, but it's kind of out my wallet. And so we went to Barnes and Noble, and we were walking around looking for stuff to spend my gift card on. And there were a couple guys looking for the first volume for the Zoo, which was really cool. Which hearing people going to bookstores to find trades, and the guy working was like, "Yep, right here. People have been in all the time." So I don't know if the collection just got released, or if there was some kind of trade paperback that hit. But it seemed to be a buzz last Saturday.
It's been a while since that, because I think at least Volume 2's out now already. So it's been a while since Volume 1 came out, and I think that might have been one of the ones that got the hardcover and softcover at the same time. That said, though, it was common for the softcover to come like a year later, so it could be possible the softcover just came out, but no, I mean the Absolute books have been selling well in collected form as well as singles, so Yeah, not surprising to hear that. Next up, we got Supergirl Zoo Per Heroes Scent of Justice, which is one of those young adult graphic novels by Rob Justice. Then we got World's Finest Volume 10 Warlords hardcover, as well as a softcover. So, yeah, just continuing that Mark Waid run. This is issues 50 to 53 plus an annual. So a pretty short collection, all things considered. But
yeah, it's like, what, 5 issues?
It's 5 issues, but the annual's like double size. So I guess it's close
so
to
about
the
6.
Yeah, but still, it feels a bit on the light side. Then we got Batman Detective Comics Volume 4 Flight. So this is the Tom Taylor run, issues 1107 to 1112. This is the Prenon story with
what we're reading right now.
Yeah, Green Arrow and that. Softcover of that as well. Nightwing Volume 4 Bloodhaven Lore hardcover and softcover, 136 to 141, which is the arc that we are just wrapping up, I think, in Nightwing. And then we got Poison Ivy Volume 8 Grassroots Monarchy hardcover and softcover. So yeah, Wilson's running that, man. It's like up to Volume 8. Like she's going a long time.
Yeah, it is that one that only was supposed to be a mini, and now we're on to Volume 8. So
like it
keeps going.
It's almost reaching numbers now where the eventual omnibus might have to have 2 volumes to collect the whole run. Where you can still fit it in one right now, but only just like if it goes past issue 60, like we're into 2 volume territory. Supergirl Volume 3, Reign of the Superboys, Hero of Candor, softcover. It's a clunky title, but I guess they want to brand all the Reign of the Superboys as Reign of the Superboys as well as their actual titles.
One of those characters on that cover is not actually in the book. Spoiler.
Technically true,
I'll let y'all decide.
That's funny. And one of those characters on the cover I wish wasn't in the book. I'll let you decide which one I mean.
Pete, it's called Supergirl. How dare you?
You know what I'm talking about, Connor, Matt.
I know, but the joke was right there.
Superman Unlimited Volume 3, Reign of the Superboys, Tomorrow Man hardcover. Obviously, that just wrapped up before the crossover as well. Also softcover for that one. That's annoying that that's hardcover, and presumably the main super books are hardcovers, but Supergirl's softcover. So if you're collecting them all, it's like either you want them all to match, or you're going to have one that's a softcover, and that's annoying to me because you might like the hardcovers more.
Yep, rude.
Yeah, Batman by Neil Adams, Absolute Edition, Volume 2, 1970 to 1996, hardcover. Yeah. So obviously it's quite clear what that is. The only thing I don't like about these collections a little bit is the ones that are more based on an artist or a writer, but especially the artist, is that it tends to be more of like a kind of a random bag of issues, even though it's all, it has that cohesive thing of all the art looks the same, but it's not like he was doing like, it's not like a writer's run where it's all like running on to one another. It's more like a best of collection almost. But other than that, though,
I mean, but 3 of the 4 writers credited though are Denny O'Neil, Len Wein, and Marv Wolfman. The other one's Frank Robbins, who I'm not that familiar with, but I'm sure is a legend in his own right. So like,
they're heavy hitters.
Yeah, you're getting a hodgepodge, but I'm sure these are all classic stories.
Yeah, and I'd hope they're probably all standalone or 2-parters. You know, there's not like you're going to get half of an arc or anything like that, but still.
Yeah, it says collects Neil Adams stories from Detective 404, 407, 408, and 410, and then Batman. There's a bunch of standalone issues in here.
I'm just someone who like would I guess like regardless of the collection of the artist, I guess I would just prefer like here's like this year of Detective Comics and Batman in a collection, and just like everything could be neat and in order. But I'm just an OCD weirdo at that. So. Anyway, New Titans Volume 1, Future is Tomorrow, softcover, start of the Tape Run Battle to New Titans run. Then we got DC's Finest, Batgirl Silent Night, which is the start of the original Cassandra Cain Batgirl story, but it also includes the issues from No Man's Land that introduce her as well. So this is actually arguably a bit more comprehensive if you want to just get into Cassandra Cain, because it has all of her introductory stuff in No Man's Land, plus issues 1 through 6 of her first series. So that those will actually be at the end of the book, because all the other stuff is before that. But that's interesting.
Also, it says the long out of print crossover Ghost Batgirl 1 through 4. So that's cool. So they found a way to get that back into print by throwing it in this collection.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the only downside to this is I'm not sure if some of that No Man's Land stuff is going to feel a little bit weird because it's pulled out of No Man's Land and like the rest of the context around it might be missing. But still, though, I get why they're doing this, though. I get why, because there's at least a couple of two-parters in No Man's Land that focus really heavily on Cassandra, so I can see why this should work in theory.
Yeah, because it says Batman 567 and 569. So were they doing like an alternating thing?
No.
To where
No. So the way it worked was it was rotate. It was the same as the Superman Triangle era. It was like Batman, Detective, Shadow of the Bat, and then whatever the fourth one was, and it was rotating through them like that. So let's say the two-parter in question is probably Batman 567 and Detective 732. That's probably back-to-back two-parter.
Okay.
Right, and then 569 and 734 is probably a back-to-back two-parter.
Okay.
That's how it was working.
Okay.
So yeah, and what I said might not be exactly correct, but that's just the example I'm giving you to the way it would would line up. Anyway, DC's finest Catwoman Creatures of the Night. This is the Dixon, Dennis O'Neil, Devin Grayson, Doug Mensch stuff. Catwoman 33 to 53. So this is maybe the second or third volume of this, which is cool. 600 plus pages though. It's pretty beefy. In fact, so was that Batgirl one. That was almost 700 pages.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's 20 issues to start off with of Catwoman 33 to 53. So like that's hefty on its own, and then you're throwing a whole bunch of other ones.
Yeah. So interesting stuff. And then we got DC's finest romance, Escape from Loneliness. I have zero idea what this is.
Yeah.
Return to those moonstruck days of the Silver Age when comics readers everywhere could find an endless supply of romantic inspiration for 12 cents an issue in the peerless pages of DC's legendary line of love story anthologies. These passionate tales of romance and intrigue, carefully crafted by a host of comics' finest hands, including John Romita, Robert Kanigher, Mike Stokowski, Phyllis Reed, and others will leave you breathless and yearning for more. Collects Falling in Love 58 to 61, Girls Romance 91 to 94, Girls Love Stories 94 to 97, Heartthrobs 83 to 85, and Secret Hearts 86 to 89. I think what gets me most about that solicit is that there's like 6 different books that were ongoing that were all falling into this category, which is quite funny to me. It wasn't just like one or two.
Well, and then it's got like girls' romances and girls' love stories, right? So it's like, oh, superheroes? Those are for the boys.
Yeah.
But here are girls. Enjoy these women. That's so funny. It feels the Silver Age.
It feels very dated in that sense, but it's nice that they're making them available for history's sake.
And just and then archiving, right? They're putting them in print somewhere. So
yeah, cool. and I'm sure there's some nostalgia for this for certain people of an age.
I mean, King did try to bring back romance comics because there was an issue that I picked up that was him and Evely had done, and I tried to read it and I was like, this is not for me. I love this creative team, but not for me. I don't know how long that lasted. That might have been like 6 issues, but yeah.
Okay. DC's finest, Wonder Woman Judgment and Infinity. This is Wonder Woman issues 280 to 305. Which, I mean, we got Jerry Conway, Marv Wolfman, amongst others, in the writer list. So, this is some classic Wonder Woman stuff from. When's this? Bronze Age? Maybe Silver Age? Probably Bronze Age.
Yeah, because there's the new Teen Titans 11 through 12 in here as well. So it's got to be some Donna Troy stuff.
Early 80s stuff then. Okay, early to mid 80s. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And a never before reprinted promotional comic, Superman, the Computer Masters of Metropolis #1. So yeah, definitely screams early to mid 80s.
Interesting that's in a Wonder Woman collection. I'm assuming it heavily features Wonder Woman, but it's just interesting that it's there. And then we got Superman DC Compact Comics box set. So this is a bunch of Superman Compact comics they've already put out, just bundled together in a box set.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got some. It's got Birthright. It's got Superman, Batman, Volume 1.
Secret Identity.
Supergirl, Women of Tomorrow. Man of Steel, the John Byrne, and Superman Brainiac. Superman Brainiac's kind of a weird one though, because that was all a lead into something else. So this is not really a standalone story, but you know.
No, but me thinks it's going to have a lot to do with Man of Tomorrow.
Interesting.
So that's why it's getting a push. Because I've seen Superman Brainiac pop up a couple places going back into print. So yeah, if I had an inkling, that's it.
I mean, yeah, okay. Also explains Women of Tomorrow being included because obviously the movie came out and you know, part of the whole thing. We got 100 Bullets, First Shot, Last Call, DC Compact Comics Edition, which is 100 Bullets 1 through 5. Only 1 through 5? That's tiny.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's $10. It's a compact edition. I believe that was the first trade as well, because it's the only 100 Bullets I've read, as I got the first trade from the library when I realized, you know, like 10 years ago, that libraries carry trades. And I went and I got that on recommendation. And I believe that first trade was only 5 as well, so they're just throwing it in the compact format.
Similar format, the Preacher Gone to Texas Compact Comic Edition. I get why they're not doing it, but it's paining me they're not just calling these volume 1s, right? I get why they're not, but it's like it's actually important if you want to read the series to know the order, and they're forcing people to actually like check what the issues are to know what the order is. But hey, Batgirl Year 1, the deluxe edition, new printing for 2027. Oh god, we're doing 2027 stuff with the collections now. It's a great series though. We did all this on Patreon. It holds up immensely. It's fantastic. So yeah, a deluxe is a delightful thing to have for that. Then we got Batman Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul, new printing. Which
it's my favorite Batman story ever.
That's so weird. So, no one else likes that this much. It's so weird. This is your favorite.
Because it's a swashbuckling Batman, and Morrison understood that and gave it to me. So, it's a good story.
Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Yep.
We got Dark Knight's Death Metal Compendium. So this is basically the omnibus, but in softcover format with all the tie-ins and whatnot.
Still a pain to read. Like it's still too massive, especially with that paperback spine.
Oh yeah, it's just this is absolutely worse than the omnibus. I prefer an omnibus with a hardcover and sewn binding. A paperback this size is just going to increase the spine. I don't see the I genuinely do not see the point of a book this big in softcover. Aside from just the technically, I guess there's a value per comic compared to buying any other format. But that's about it.
But again, trying to read it until you get to the middle, that's the only part that it feels like it could sit and you can read. Other than that, you're holding like one side over the other. And it's just, like you said, you're creasing the spine. It's just cumbersome. And it's almost like this is just for shelving. You know, like you want it sitting on your shelf looking nice. And you don't want to spend all the money for the hardcover. Yeah.
I mean, you need to like set an omnibus on a table or on a stand of some kind to read it well. But it will hold open if it's got good binding, though. That's the benefit of it. Next up, Robin Tim Drake Compendium 2. So this is the Chuck Dixon run with Tim Drake. This is issues 6 through 30 of the solo Robin series, plus a bunch of things that happen to tie in around that time. Probably some No Man's Land stuff, actually. Looking at the timing of it. So we got that. Then we got Metamorpho Year 1, new printing for 2026. So, Dan Jurgens and Mike Norton on that one. And then we have Superman by Grant Morrison, book 1. So this is the New 52 Action Comics, which is basically just a double size. It's basically like a deluxe, which is the first 2 arcs together, but in softcover. So just another excuse to reprint this stuff, I guess. And then that actually wraps up. That's the Solicits done. Yeah. So what we had like a one shot in there that we didn't know was there, and that was it. That was the whole number of surprises.
The Anarchy book.
Which, you know, I guess it makes sense. We had a con last month. They had a bunch of announcements there for those solicits. It makes sense that there's nothing really for November. And I wouldn't expect that much for December or January either, honestly, but hey, that's what it is. Hey. But hey, there's plenty of good books still coming out in November, and that's the important thing, I suppose.